Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, October the 24th. Gary Wunder is with us. And of course, he's no stranger. National Federation of the Blind. Good to have you here, Gary.
Happy Thursday to you.
And this is October, and October is Meet the Blind Month. What are you trying to accomplish with Meet the Blind Month?
There are a lot of folks who don't know blind people because when you go blind, some people go into isolation. They assume that they can no longer move around in the world, that their lives are kind of over, and we try to show them, those who are blind and those who are sighted, that that's not the case. So we try to highlight the things that blind people do, not only so that there's more sighted acceptance, but so that we move blind people out and realize that there is life after blindness. There is life with blindness.
Gary, you are absolutely an amazing person. You have been blind how long?
Since birth.
Since birth. And your wife is blind also.
She is.
But you travel all over the country, and you told me you and your wife are going to be going to Boston.
We are.
You're going to fly by yourselves.
Yes.
No assistance. You're gonna go get on the plane, both of you blind. You're going to get on the plane, you're going to get into your seat, and you're going to fly to Boston. You're going to get off and go.
Yeah.
How do you do this as a blind person?
You pay a lot of attention to airports. You pay a lot of attention to directions. You listen, for instance, when you're headed for security, you listen for the clang, clang, clang of people throwing other people's stuff around. The same thing is true when you go for your luggage. You can usually figure out where it is because it's being dropped.
So you're telling me you're going to be dropped off at the airport, and when you get to the airport, you're going to find your way to the check-in and to the gate on your own.
Yeah. Now, I have several ways that I can do that. I can do it completely on my own by asking questions along the way of people. Or there are sky caps there, and if I want to give them $5 or $10, they're glad to let us take an arm, and they will help us through security and other things. I've shown you little electronic devices before where I can get somebody with vision who may be in California to look through a pair of glasses that I wear, and they can tell me about these things. But most of the time, it's not that difficult to do. You can pay attention to the things that are going on around you and find your way.
I find that miraculous, really.
I find it liberating.
I'm sure you do. But for a sighted person, we take so many things like that for granted. You are using all of your senses that are available to you as a blind person.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You're having a special event. Is it trivia night?
Yeah, we're having a trivia night, our 9th trivia night. We've got 8 behind us and a 9th one that we're looking to be very successful. It's going to be on November the 2nd, which is a Saturday. We're going to hold it at the Masonic Lodge, and we hope people will come. This is our major fundraiser for the NFB of Columbia every year.
And that money that you raise is used for what, Gary?
We use the money to help children in educational programs, like we run a Bell program called Braille Enrichment for Literacy and Learning. We help teach athletics. We sponsor some sports competitions. We do anything that gets blind people out into the community and lets them know that they can be participants, not spectators.
Right. The other thing before, let's give that date again. It is November the 2nd. Doors open at 5:30. Trivia begins at 6:30, and it's going to be at the Masonic Lodge, 33 North Masonic Drive. And if people want more information on this, the phone number to call would be 573-268-6989. Is that right?
You got it all, yeah.
Okay. Or I guess that would be the best thing. Or debbiewunder@charter.net. That's an email address.
That's right.
Okay. Can they get tickets at the door that night?
Absolutely, they can. Now, our blood pressure will remain better if we know how many people are coming. But yes, we do take tickets at the door.
All right, so if you want to get your tickets ahead of time, you can call 573-268-6989. You were mentioning, in the time we have left, what a wonderful community Columbia is, because the city has done several things to help sightless people.
Yeah, absolutely. We recently had at one of our chapter meetings a city councilman from the second ward and a city engineer. And they came to our meeting to talk about problems that blind people have in getting around. And sidewalks have been a particularly difficult issue for some of us. I don't think we give sidewalks enough attention, and the fact that they need to be fairly smooth, that there shouldn't be big bumps and breaks in them, the fact that trees shouldn't hang out onto the sidewalk. We've had sidewalks where the trees and bushes are thorny, and you've actually got to walk out in the street to get around them. So we brought this to the attention of the city engineers and City Councilman Mike Trapp, and lo and behold, they said, look, write this up for us, get us some pictures, which we were able to do, and within 2 weeks, the city had removed a guy wire, one of those wires that would slope up from and hit you right in the chest or the face. If the cane can't hit it because on the sidewalk it's not close enough to the ground, but when you're on the sidewalk and it hovers over you, it can really knock you back.
You walk right into it.
Yeah. So I love the fact that our community cares enough to do these good things for people, and they were very attentive, and not only were they good listeners, which gets them some kudos in my book, but they actually followed up. So I think it's really good to love where we live and to say to people when they do things right that we appreciate it.
Well, obviously, that's a big salute to you, from you to the City of Columbia, for listening and helping solve several problems.
Absolutely. I think it's a great place to live. People say that I oversell it when I travel around the country and say I live at the hub of the universe, which is Columbia, Missouri, but I keep saying it.
Oh, I think Columbia is a very special community. These people living in town have some of the biggest hearts that you'll find anywhere.
I think so too.
So let's mark it down on the calendar again. It is the trivia night, 9th annual trivia night, Saturday, November the 2nd, to benefit the National Federation of the Blind at 33 North Masonic Drive at the Masonic Lodge in Columbia. And you can call 573-268-6989 for more information on that. Anything else you want to add?
Well, we'll feed you when you get there. We'll have hot dogs. We'll have chili. Where you have chili and dogs, you have chili dogs, chips, desserts, sodas, everything.
Okay.
We're going to have fun.
And bring your thinking cap for the trivia night.
Absolutely.
Gary Wunder, thank you so much for coming by, and please come back and visit it again.
I'd love to. Thank
All right.
you.
We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, MU Theater and The Wiz. If it's something you'd like to hear or see, drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu, and have yourself a nice morning. Bye-bye.